This is Home Daily Bible Reading, getting ready for Sunday school. Every day, Wednesday, July 22nd. Love as I loved you. John 13, 31 through 35. This is Evangelist Sharon Liner out of Houston, Texas. Let's get right into it. Beautiful lesson here. Jesus is getting ready to be crucified. He knows it. He has already instructed Judas Iscariot to go and do what he must do quickly. He's already instructed him to do that. And verse 31 through 35, Judas has left, and now he's talking to the other disciples because he knows that Judas is not going to be with them long. He knows that Judas is going to be gone. And so 31 through 35, he's instructing the others as to what they should do. Therefore, when Judas was gone out, Jesus says, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him." In other words, we go back to where John the Baptist is baptizing Jesus. God says, when Jesus comes out of the water, God says, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased. Hear ye him." So now Jesus has finished his course. He has finished what he came to do. He came to seek and save that which was lost. He came to preach the good news to the blind, the halt, the maimed, the fatherless, the widows, the orphans, to those that were without. He came to preach the good news. He's done what he was supposed to do, and now he's going back to his Father. Everything he's done has been to fulfill the law, and he's done that. Okay? Little children, I'm going to be with you a little while longer, and you shall seek me. And like I said unto the Jews, you can't come where I'm going. So now is not the time for you to say, "I'm going to follow you to the death. I'm going to walk behind you." It's not going to be like the Elisha era where Elisha followed Elijah and actually caught his mantle. Jesus says, "You can't go where I'm going." Jesus is going to go into the depths of hell and set the captives free. Jesus is going to go ascend to his Father, having made the ultimate sacrifice. So he tells the disciples, "You can't go where I'm going." And I've already told the Jews this too. So you got to remember this. A new commandment. So here's the new commandment. It says that I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. So we have to go back to the Old Testament and how the Old Testament divided or interpreted the law, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. If you steal my coat, I have to give you my coat and you have to give me your coat and my cloak. If you break my animal's leg, I got to give you an animal, and blah, blah, blah. Now, Jesus says, here is a new binding agreement. He says, you love one another. Love one another as I have loved you. Now you're going to need one another. You're going to need the support of one another. You're going to not be judgmental. You're not going to be hateful toward one another, because you're going to need one another in these upcoming times. If you go to 1 John 4, 7, and 8, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. And everyone that loveth knoweth God, and is born of God. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love." So we have to be careful that we as saints today also love one another. We have to love one another regardless of what's going on. We have to love one another. "By this shall all men know that you are my disciples." Now, when Paul addresses this love one another, he says, hey, don't you have issues? Don't you have people in the church that can deal with the issues? You don't have to take it outside of the church. We need to love one another so that our issues for loving one another does not go beyond where we are as saints. We need to love one another. If you have love one to another, people will know that you are a part of Christ. That's Home Daily Bible Reading, John 13, 31 through 35. Love as I have loved you. This is Evangelist Sharon Liner, Houston, Texas. God bless.